Okay, let's see how we can move around in VI and move effectively. Under the fingers of your right hand, you've got the keys H, J, K, and L. This would be the home row for your right hand. And with these keys, we move the cursor by lines and characters. J takes me down. I'm just hitting the J over and over. K, 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 K takes me up. One line up, one line down. Now if I moved my index finger to the H key, it would move me left, and my next to pinky moves me to the right, the L key. So L, which is on the right hand side of my right hand, moves me to the right. The H, which is on the left hand side of my right hand, moves me to the left. So K, J, L, H. With most commands in VI, we can prepend them with a number. So if I say 10L, I move forward by 10 characters. Or if I say 20J, I'll move down by 20 lines. We can also move forward by words, which is more efficient. The little w will let us move forward by words, but it stops on each bit of punctuation. So little w lands on the dot, little w, little w, little w, little w, little w. We call these little words in Vim. We can also move forwards with a capital W. The jumps are delimited with white space, capital W, capital W, capital W, capital W. Much faster to move forward that way. So I can say 10 capital W and I jump forward 10 big words. Know that each time I hit W here, the cursor lands on the first character of the word. If I hit a B, I go backwards. So little b, once again, cursor lands on the front part of the word. And if I use the capital B, I move backwards by, quote, big words. We could also move forwards with a little e. Little e moves us forwards and lands our cursor, let me go down here, to the last character of the word. So I'd want to use E if I'm appending, and probably B, I'm moving backwards with B's if I want to insert. And of course we can move forwards the capital E as well. So there's the big E, little e, big B, little b, big W, little w, moving forwards or backwards by words. Another way to move around in the file, bigger jumps, are Control U and Control D. Control up, Control down is the way I think of it. It moves us up by half a page or down by half a page each time. So up, down, move very quickly. If I want to go to the end of a line, now these aren't quite as intuitive, we just say $sign. Bang, right to the end. If we won't go to the beginning of a line, we type a 0. So dollar takes us to the end, 0 puts us at the beginning. If you want to go to the beginning of the file, 2 little g's, GG, bang, right there, beginning of the file. If we want to go to the very end of the file, capital G takes us there. If you ever wonder where you are in the file, you can look at the right-hand bottom of the screen. I'm on line 261, and also 260, 259, 258, and the number next to it gives you the column that you're in. So that places you very nicely. If you want to go to a particular line in your file, you can say :20 return, and it takes you there. You could also say 50, capital G, would take you there. So I'm on line 50. A couple of ways to do it. And if you ever forget what file you're in, you can of course look at the bottom of the file, the screen there, or you can type Control G, which also will tell you the same thing. So there's one way of moving around in the file, but when we're editing and debugging our code, sometimes we're searching for something. And searching is done this way, /keyer state. So I found the first instance of keyer state. I'll hit return, and my key cursor's right there at the first character. And to go to the next instance of that same search pattern, I hit the N. So something's wrong with keyer state somewhere. I can quickly go through all the instances of that in my file. I can search backwards. Let's search backwards for dit. Okay, there's the first instance of dit, and n, 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 n. So I can search backwards, and when it gets to the top, it wraps back around to the bottom. So searching forwards and backwards, slash and question mark, n takes us to the next instance of whatever we searched for. And that's pretty much how we move around quickly and efficiently in Vim.